I mean, you mentioned activism and your journey in doing this, and you've been around for a long time, to be honest. I mean, probably 20 years, 2 decades you've been doing this for.
Well, 3 decades.
30 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
I started pretty much upon arrival in the university. It was in
Wow.
1989.
Wow.
But I became student union president of Unilag in 1992.
Wow. That's a
And
long
that's
time.
some 33 years now.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And would you say that in the sense, I mean, my question would be, this struggle you've been on, this trying to get Nigeria to be better, to work with vice president now, I believe twice, right? You've contested for president. Why do you think the Nigerian youth is yet to buy into you? Like, why do you think they're yet to realize that perhaps sticking to this old, recycled set of leaders cannot be the way to go? We cannot just keep on recycling this old. Some of them might even be young, like the former governor of Kogi State, for example, but people that we know that are not up to the job.
So the question that's most important is, in what form do I want people to accept me? I think my biggest issue is that I don't want to be accepted on certain terms. And some of the times is to just be the teddy bear that people can hug and just sing them lullaby. I'm more on the harder side of acceptance. That if you're going to accept me, it must be that you accept me the way I am. I don't want you to accept me because I lied to you or I presented myself in a format that is different from what I am and who I am. And so that has been number one. The second aspect is, what do they want to accept? A lot of young people that you talk about, not only young people, even older people, accept people because they are very good at lying to them. They accept them because they have money to share to them, even though they'll tell you that you don't need to bring money. They're lying to you. And they accept you totally because they can connect with you on certain level that is more extraterrestrial, If you can show that, God spoke to you, right? And that you were sent by God, and they can prove by pastor putting their hand on you or imam endorsing you, or, you have ample traditional energy to wow them. The other part is that, we just use the word youth carelessly. A lot of people who don't accept me are not young people. They are like, some of them are my classmates. They also did not accept me when I was in school. They did not accept that Nigeria needed democracy.
Wow.
Yes, we went to school with them and they fought us and said, look, we want to graduate. FUK Abiola, June 12th, please. So they would confront us in those days. So being accepted is not what is limited to the youth. Yeah. So the last part to explain is that the younger generation that you think should accept you are way too young to even understand what to accept. So most of the time they want to accept excitement. And they don't find me exciting. I don't. Yeah. So they just say, look at this show already. He's nice, but tomorrow he's not nice. And then they then have to be fed with unbelievable amount of rubbish about me, which their parents cooked up, politicians cooked up. So in a nutshell, the department where I work or where I've developed my skills is not a department of acceptability. Anybody who has done this work from the time immemorial have never been accepted. They are always subjected to ridicule. Sometimes the only time you're accepted is when you are no more. Then it will just start, and that happened to Martin Luther King. It happened to Malcolm X. It happened to lots of people. Yeah. Maybe Mandela was the luckier person. That he spent long enough to be accepted, but his acceptance was not based on even his detention. It was based on convenience, that he's the only person who can midwife the kind of South Africa
transition
that the whites wanted to transition not too fast, not too slow. And if you talk to an average South African, you have a different opinion about Mandela. So that's what we must understand is all of these factors put together is what is responsible for it. And if you don't have a little bit of all of this, getting accepted is not going to be something. I mean, it doesn't bother me that I'm not accepted because I understand when they don't. But, I just hope that people will accept the fact that some people are real and some are not, some are genuine, but they may not come in the package that you love.